Lee, it's Monday!
Monday, and you're back.
I'm back.
Back at work.
Yes, I had a week off. It was great. Ended up working 38 hours for my week off. It's good. Jokingly though, I did have a nice. It was nice to not have the pressures of work. Like we didn't not having the devlog or having to set an alarm every day and stuff like that is fine. But just I don't know how I managed to spend that much time working. But that was good. It was good. We've got a new office as well.
Yeah.
We came on the Friday to move everything around. The place needs a tidy. It really does. But I's been good. Was it a good? Do you do goo? Week by yourself?
Yeah, it was good. It was busy. Going to do the vlog today for last week. We'll see how that goes. No idea. Well, if you've already seen it, you let me know. But it's gonna be an interesting one for us. But yeah, it's a good week. A lot of work done.
Good stuff. We released the Animo world. I've already forgotten its name.
Animo.
Yeah, the Animo DLC world for Hexceed. People seem to have liked it, from what I can tell.
People are liking the mechanic. It's a good twist to say. No pun intended. It's a good addition.
Clearly a pun intended.
But people seem enjoying it. It's an interesting new way to look at it, so it's good. A couple of feedback suggestions for coding and to be able to rotate it manually, which is fine.
So based on that feedback that we've got from the DLC, the plan for me this week is to basically do another update for Hexceed. I'm gonna try and get version 1.4 ready and good to go. So that's basically just going to include a bunch of suggestions and feedback that people have been giving us as a result of the new mechanic and stuff, like being able to press a button to manually rotate the tiles, a few bug fixes, stuff like that, a couple of accessibility things as well, just to keep people happy, I think. What are you doing, Lee?
Yeah, so finished with Hexceed for now, from my side of things. Back onto Colin Pixels. We have the Safari book.
Like swapping every 2 weeks.
The Safari book has been selected by the patrons as the next option. So that's what we're going to do. Thankfully, quite lucky for us, already got some images from a while ago that just be sitting in the folders. So got a little bit of a start on that. But the main priority is getting the store page done because you need to get that sent up to Steam, get it out as soon as possible, just so people know about it. Start wish testing it potentially and whatever else.
Yeah, okay, so it is, we've got a new clock, much bigger one. So it is about 3:30. It's been a really odd morning for me this morning. Started off by just getting to grips with everything, setting up my computer, because we didn't set it up on Friday when we moved in, getting all that plugged in. Yeah, then doing a lot of admin stuff, so there's some Notepad, some OneNote sort of formatting stuff I had to do. Other than that, I've been tidying the office, so it's a bit more organised now. We've got things are actually, we've got the sign there, we've got the sign sort of up. We've actually got things in here, like boxes and stuff. I have all that tidied away. Kind of set up Lee's area. It's not perfect, obviously he's not here, so he'll have to sort the rest of it out. We've got all of his stuff, not in a jumbled pile anymore. Put the whiteboard there, ordered some new sticky stuff to get it on the wall, but there'll be a while before that arrives, and don't think I can do it by myself as well, so I've also just been in GitHub hell, to be honest. So at some point when I left work on Friday, I managed to mess up my repository, connection to the repository for Hexceed. So basically what was happening is every time I wanted to pull the latest commitments from from what I'd done at home and what Lee had done, it basically wasn't coming through, and Unity was breaking. It was a really big mess. Spent most of the day actually trying to fix that. I think it's all working now. The main menu actually loads now. So yeah, I think from stand up we've got a big list of small tasks that I'm going to be doing this week. It's mainly just options, basically enabling and disabling a bunch of things that people want for Hexceed. So I'm just going to make a start on that and try and get as much done as possible. So it's just about 5 o'clock. I'm really happy I've actually made some good progress after this morning's very slow start. It seems like the project's working absolutely fine now after the GitHub mix-up. Ended up having to just delete the entire project and just reconfigure everything and re-download everything. And for the tasks I've done, it turns out there were 3 different tasks. They were all basically disabling things. So I just decided to tackle them all at once, just to sort of speed things up, because these type of tasks are quite quick and easy to do. It's just a matter of finding the right place in the code to disable them. So we've got a couple more options now. We've got disable code fail. So now if you click on middle click on a hex with some outstanding danger tiles, then with this enabled, then nothing will happen, nothing bad will happen. It will just be like it was before the last update. We've also got the skip level completion animation, just for the speedrunners really, I think, just to sort of speed the process up for them, going between levels. Yeah, we've also got disable click and drag for the speedrunners as well. That's just so if you're clicking a lot of hexes really fast, the game, there's a chance that the game might recognize that as a drag instead of multiple clicks. So we just got that disabled there, so you can just click away as fast as you want, and then you just have to use the keyboard controls like I'm using now. Yeah, so if I finish this level, there's no animation at the end now. And just to check the coding button, yeah, so I'm middle clicking now, nothing's happening. I find these 2 danger tiles, and then coding works as normal. Another update before I go home, the sun's setting, and I know that now because we have a window.
Morning, Rob.
Morning, Lee.
It's Tuesday. It's a bit of a later start, but I've just had a stand-up to go over what we're doing today. It's pretty straightforward for both of us, I reckon. For me, it's going to be coloring pixels, finally making a start on the Safari book. Going to be getting the first 5 or so images in-game, just so we can primarily get the screenshots and everything that we need for the store page, because we want to get that sent off as soon as possible. So ideally, get that sent off today if I can, but we'll see where we get to. But that should be pretty much it for me. What were you?
Yes, I'm just continuing on working on the new update for Hexceed. I think today I'm going to be focusing on, there's a couple of tasks we've got based around new controls and like key rebinding stuff. So we're going to add another button to let people force the rotate with the new mechanic, like force it to tick over, just like binding it to R or whatever. Going to add that. Add a button to reset all the key rebinding stuff to default. Just minor stuff like that, but should be quite fast tasks, but we'll see.
So it's 1:30 now. I've spent the morning finishing up anything YouTube related. So that's re-editing the video because the volume was a bit low, as well as getting it uploaded to YouTube with a thumbnail and everything. Now we're heading on to the Safari pack. Thankfully, as I said, we do already have some images. I think these are from an artist a while ago. Obviously, as you can see, they're all just sprites. I think the plan is to merge some of them together and just make bigger images out of them. So there's a few here, and I need to find a few more images as well to finish the pack. I'm going to make a start now, and we'll see how far we get.
Okay, so I've just done a quick build. I've had quite a productive morning and start of the afternoon. So I managed to finish all the tasks to do with the key rebinding stuff. So I've added the extra keybind for rotating. So now when you press R, the game rotates. I also added this reset to default button. So if I like change a few of these rebinds to some random stuff, and then I press this button, they all get reset to what they were originally defaulted to, which is nice, just a little user-friendly thing really. Got this new rotate button, so now when you press R, the game rotates if a level has that mechanic on it, so you can sort of like cycle through, which is really quite handy. I actually managed to have enough time to get through some of the other accessibility tasks that we had on the backlog. So it's just things like unrestricted panning. So yeah, so some people wanted the ability to scroll further, like much further, so they could actually click on hexes or without moving the mouse essentially. So having the mouse in the center of the screen and being able to click all the hexes, which previously it was sort of like locked. So like this is as far left as I can go, similar with like right, up and down. So you can't quite reach these hexes at the side here if you've got the mouse in the middle of the screen. And what this option does is it just removes that restriction really. So it plays a bit more like coloring pixels, where you can go much further. Just nice little accessibility thing really. There were also a couple of bugs that were fixed as well, mainly to do with these white tiles popping up. I think basically what was happening there, so if you failed and you get taken back a few spaces, and it rotates at the same time. The sort of the animations would conflict, and you would be left with some white tiles that are incorrectly visible. But I think I've managed to sort that one out as well. And yeah, it's just been a really productive day, if I'm honest. I've just been writing up the patch notes because there's quite a lot there compared to our other updates. Yeah, and it's only Tuesday afternoon, so hopefully we'll be able to get some more features in, some cool stuff as well. Yeah, so it is getting on a bit now. I'm just about getting ready to leave, but I've made some more progress. So one nuance of the game is these buttons at the top. The way they used to work was whenever you completed a level, it would basically populate, it's sort of like cache, the data for the current selected world, and then it would save it, and then as you complete the level you would load a fresh version of the main menu and the changes would be live there. So if you delete your main menu data for whatever reason, then you'd have to complete a level on every world for it to update. So I've gone ahead and fixed that. Yeah, so I clicked that one there. This world's complete, so it immediately turns red, and we remove the percentage sign. It's just it's a small thing, but it should be very handy for this next thing that I've done. We wanted to add something extra for these commendations we've got. So we spent some time on this a couple of weeks ago, but basically now that you can complete all of these challenges individually, and then when you've done one, it'll go a little dark color. But that's not very rewarding, honestly. So what I've gone ahead and done is made it so that if you've completed all of these challenges for a world, then you get a little star in this world select bit as well. So I think it's the bottom one. Yeah, the last one here. Yeah, so this is just a test world, but yeah, I've completed all of the challenges in this world, and you get a little star now. So the idea is that if you complete all the challenges for all the worlds, then just your main menu is going to look a lot nicer. It's a small thing, but hopefully people enjoy it.
Lee, it's Tuesday. Is it? No,
it's not. Is it?
What day is it? Wednesday.
Music Wednesday.
Music Wednesday. Oh, keep that in. What are you up to today?
Yeah. So a bit of QA testing for hexceed, because you've done quite a lot of changes over the past couple of days. So if we get those tested, we can get a update out, patch notes. Once that's done, we're just moving back onto Coloring Pixels Safari book. So I have 5 images in game now. I'll work on the rest as much as I can, and
Just opened the door.
yeah, whilst doing that, I'm just gonna be waiting for the Steam approval to come back. Because if that does come back for the store page, we'll get that out as well. But we'll see. We don't know when that's gonna be.
It is. Yeah, so this morning I'm going to be looking at actually getting localization, the actual translations for localization sent off, because it will take some time for us to get the translations back. So I'm going to look into that this morning, and then once I've done that, I'm going to be looking at some editor stuff that needs looking at. So we found there were quite a few issues with the hexceed DLC last week, wasn't there? It was just like the editor was being slow, the autocompleter was taking ages, and it wouldn't always pass a level when it should. I think at the moment we've got like 11 fails, even though we know they're doable. So it's just going to be a matter of giving it some TLC, I think.
What? Yeah. Uh-huh. What's that noise? Someone's cutting the grass outside and he's getting a bit worked up. Okay, now that the background noise is done and Misa's calmed down. Yeah, just had my lunch now. But before lunch, I've done all the QA testing for Rob. I see a couple of bugs that I did put on the Trello task board for Rob to do. But they're quite minor, not too bad. But yeah, from here going on to what? From here, I'm going on to doing Coloring Pixels DLC. This is one that bugs, just keeps popping up when you close the settings page. But yeah, we'll get that fixed.
Okay, so it's after lunch now. I've been spending all day so far working on this localization stuff. So what I've done is we've got this table in Unity with all the IDs and then the English translation of what we want. What you can do is you can export that into an Excel document, which I've done. And then I've just been going ahead and adding a short description for what every ID actually means, because sometimes if it's just a single word, you don't know really the context. So some things might get lost in translation. So this little comment section just gives a bit more information for the translator. So hopefully we'll get everything right. But it's just been a lot of work really, going through every single setting, every option, every setting, all the various buttons and links and stuff. There's an awful lot in the game actually, surprisingly. And then towards the bottom, there's also the store page text that also needs to be translated. So everything on Steam really for all of the pages that we've got, which for Hexceed's quite a few now. We're getting there. Not as much as Color Pixels by no means, but yeah, we've got the main store page. We've got the soundtrack store page. We've got 2 DLCs out now, and we've got the season pass. So you can see how it can quickly build up. So yeah, I've been giving a description of all of those, putting those into this Excel. Putting those into this Excel document as well, and then just going ahead and adding some more settings that aren't in the game yet, but we think we're going to add in the future, stuff like dark mode and things like that. So it's been an awful lot of work, really, way more than I was anticipating. I thought it would just be a quick task to do this morning. Yeah, so another perk with having the big office is that we can bring some stuff in from home now to actually make it a bit more of a creative environment instead of just like an office space, because we actually want to enjoy the environment that we work in. So I brought in a little Grogu Lego thing that I made. Yeah, so he's got this little derpy face looking at me now. Before we had the Bulbasaur, obviously, but that's about all the office could accommodate, the old office. So yeah, we're hoping to bring a couple more things in as well. I've also brought in this Sea Monkeys kit. So I don't know how widespread these kits are really, but the little kit where you basically you fill it with water and you get food, and you've got some like small eggs, and the idea is these small creatures start growing and then you feed them. So it's basically like a little, I don't know, like a little ecosystem, I guess. Yeah, these small like shrimp creatures grow and you feed them and stuff. It's just a nice little pet thing. Yeah, so I've done step 1 with that. I got some bottled water in my meal deal this morning. Put the sterilising powder in, give it a good stir, and I think that's step 1. So I think the next step is tomorrow, where we add eggs to it, and then maybe a week or so later they start growing, and hopefully we'll be able to see.
Okay, so it's getting past 6 o'clock. I'm getting close to calling it a day, but we've made some good progress on the Safari book here. Got 11 pictures total now. I'm quite happy with quite a few of them, to be honest. Only 9 left to go, obviously, and if we stick to about 5 a day, if we can keep that up, then we'll be done by the end of the week. I'm really happy with this last picture here. It's only 4 colours, it's quite large, but it's really quite a nice picture. Quickly show you. Here's the PNG, little spoilers for those who were looking early. It's very simple image. I've got it down quite a bit, but I really quite like it, just the simplicity of it.
It's Thursday!
Thursday morning.
Thursday. What you doing?
What am I doing? So yeah, we just got an email 4 o'clock this morning for the Steam page being approved, so that's good. Finally get that out. That'll be priority, because sooner that's out the better. Alongside that, the bit more testing for Hexceed. Once we've got a couple of fixes, then we're probably going to get that update out, in which case we more posts go alongside that. But other than that, just get back onto the DLC Safari. We've got 11 images at the minute now. I'll just get as many as I can, get as close to 20 by the end of the day. And that should be it for me. What about you?
Yeah, so there were a couple of bugs that you spotted yesterday when you were QAing the build for Hexceed. I'm going to look at fixing one of them, and then the other one's just going to sit in the backlog for a bit, I think. Yeah, it's just going to be getting that build ready to go out to the public, and then I'm going to be working on the editor tools that I said I would yesterday, but I didn't because I got stuck with localization.
Okay, it's been 24 hours. I've just put the eggs in. That made the water go a funny colour, which I don't remember happening when I've done this before, but yeah, should be good. They should start to hatch between 1 and 7 days, it says, so I'll have to keep an eye out. They'll be really small at first, so I won't be able to see anywhere, but exciting stuff.
So I'll drop a little update on where I'm at. So just after lunch, all the posts for today are live. So that's the DLC announcement for Color Pixels. They went live this morning, and then the patch notes just sent live now. All the QAing's been done. Plus the minor fixes we've had to do. So yeah, they're all out. All available for the public now. And now, just in case you're going back onto doing some DLC stuff, so I've got an image here that I'm going to be working on now, and we'll see how we get on from here.
Today's been another weird one. I keep having weird days. But yeah, basically I've just been in GitHub hell again. My repository setup, just the Unity project files were completely messed up again. And it's taking most of the day to actually fix them again, which I'm not sure why that's happened. It's the second time this week and it takes a lot of time to fix, so hopefully it won't happen again, but we'll see. We'll have to see. Yes, other than that, I've been doing some localization work. About halfway through the day, I got bombarded with questions about some of the bits of text that need to be translated. I'm just going through and trying to explain the best I can about all of those. It's quite difficult, actually. Like, what does what does coding mean? I don't know. But yeah, that seems to be all done. I'm just glad that someone's actually taking the time to look at that now. But other than that, I've been looking at the auto tester stuff. So the problem. Oh wow! I didn't even. Have I broken it? Yes, I've been looking at this. The validator problems that we've got. The auto tester problems we've got, I should say. So at the moment there are 11 fails when I've run the auto test all scene. So 11 levels. It can't work out whether it's possible or not. We know it is when we test them manually. But the problem is, I think, is this, right? So you've got a one with 2 arrows here. It's going up and down. And how you work this out is this tile is spinning here. And when it spins, it reveals that, it reveals this tile. And then this changes to a 2. So you know that this must be a bomb. But for some reason, it's not doing that. And it's quite a difficult problem because it's going to have to remember. Yeah, there's a lot of lots of bits of data for it to remember, and I have to do it in an efficient way, because otherwise it'll be really slow, and it won't be very worthwhile using it at that point.
Yeah, it's been decent progress all day. Got 16 images in the game at this point, as you can see. The most recent one was the rhinoceros. It's quite a good little image. I say little, it's quite large actually. It's 145 wide. Some are photorealistic, but it's not as realistic as some of the other packs. And yeah, as you can see, big selection. I've actually got this one in twice by mistake, so I'll sort it out. But that sort of stuff will get sorted later. I am taking tomorrow and Monday off, so there'll be a bit of a pause on the DLC progression. But there's only 4 images left to go. I can easily get that done on the Tuesday next week, on the Wednesday, when we're doing the achievements as well. So should be alright.
Yeah, it's Friday. So it's just me today. Lee's taking the day off. He's taking today and Monday off. Yeah, he's given me one job to do, and I completely forgot about it. So that was the YouTube video for last week's devlog. I just completely forgot about it. I only remembered when I got the email through from the website saying that the video was live. It wasn't at all. But hopefully no one noticed. But yeah, for me today, I'll be continuing doing some localization stuff. So I've been back and forth with the localization company, the people who are doing the translations, just constantly. Yeah, we're just trying to like organize dates and things for like deadlines and stuff like that. And they've got questions about some of the phrases that we've asked them to translate, which is fine. It's fair enough. But it's still taking up time. And then apart from that, I've got to finish off the work with the auto tester on hexceed. So I think I know of a way of getting it to work, but it's going to be really slow. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to focus on getting it working to a state where it's useful again. And then we'll have to see how bad the performance is, because I'm really worried that it's going to be quite bad. A couple of things we can do, like we can just literally have a button that's like here's a fast auto test and here's a slow auto test button. Maybe some levels you can only complete with the slow auto tester, but we'll have to see. I'm probably jumping the gun on that one, but yeah, let's get to it.
It's been another 24 hours and I still can't see anything. Hopefully we'll be able to see some after the weekend.
Yeah, so I'm just thinking about wrapping up now for the day. I think I made some good progress. So turns out there were quite a few different problems that were in play but I've managed to get the number of levels that fail from the auto tester down from 11 to just the 1 now, and it's all down to this. And I think this last bit needs a bit of extra logic adding to the tester, so I'm just trying to wrap my head around it really and work out what the tester needs to check for. Yeah, so this last example, there's this rotating tile here. It rotates to point that way, this way, and then this way. So we just need to get this this bomb here. But the trouble is when it's pointing this way, and there's a wall blocking here, you know that there is one bomb in these 2 tiles. Then if you fast forward a little bit, these walls move around as well. So now when it's pointing in this direction, there's 2 tiles in this little bit. The bit of logic that we need to add to the auto tester is that we know as humans that means that there must be a bomb here or here, which means that for this one, these 2 tiles are safe because we know that one of the bombs has to be here. But in terms of the auto tester, it's having to calculate that there is a possibility that 2 bombs have to be in these 2 locations because of a previous bit of data gathering that we've done. The auto tester doesn't do that. All it does at the moment is just look at all the data that's visibly in front of it. And what I've been adding today is it now remembers the different states. So it actually remembers that this tile can have 4 tiles that it's looking at and 2 bombs in them, and have the one bomb and 2 tiles scenario. So it remembers that now. But yeah, just trying to think about how I could logically make it work out the rest.
Yeah, so that's it for the week. It's been quite a good week. We managed to start and get the version 1.4 update out for Hexceed, which seems to have gone down well. I haven't seen many complaints of a couple of issues at the start, as there usually is. A couple of bugs that we managed to quickly fix, but other than that, it's been good. Lee's made a start on, well, a good start. He's done 15 out of 20 levels for the Current Pixels Safari Pack DLC, which should be coming out the day of this video, so make sure to check that out. Yeah, good headway on localization as well. The localization company got back to me and saying that they might be able to get a lot of the localization done for Monday, which is pretty rapid actually. I wasn't expecting that fast turnaround. But yeah, apart from that, this part of the video where we have to self-promote our stuff, so join our Discord. We're still only two weekly commenters away from being able to apply for a Discord partnership. So join our Discord and just drop a message in there. Yeah, so we can get the nice Discord partner hoodies that we really want. But yeah, other than that, thank you to the Patreons. You guys are amazing as always. And just thank you to anyone who plays our games, to be honest.